A lot of actors are actually very well educated. Brenda Wairimu, I think, is an A student. That acting is where you go when everything else in life has failed.
If you're talking about decent work, economic growth, we need to see young people employed in.
I was in drama, I was in music.
Nasemaga wasanii ni kioo cha jamii.
Hello world, hello Africa. My name is Dorcas Omole.
And I'm Lena Buage.
And this is Friends from Africa for Africa podcast. And today's conversation is going to be a very amazing conversation, right?
I am so excited. I am jittery. We have a beautiful guest on set.
Yes, and maybe she could introduce herself before we start the whole conversation of the day, because the conversation is going to be based on the acting industry, professionalizing the acting industry, ensuring that it's a decent workspace and also its collaboration to the economic growth of the country.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me. My name is Rizal Ambrose. I am an actor, a producer, but most importantly, the PR and marketing lead, committee lead for the Kenya Actors Guild. And who we are is basically we are an association, a member-based association in Kenya. And what we do is we are trying to professionalize the industry, just like you've said, by representing actors, how are their spaces? How are they working? Well, how is it an ethical space where they're working? We check on welfare of the actors as well. How are they doing? We are the people who make sure that the actors are okay. When you see them in front of the screen, their welfare is taken care of, and they are at a better place to continue exploring their talents.
That is beautiful. And I think we can get right into it.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with a journey, throwing it back to some of the days when you tell your parent, I want to be an actor, and they look at you like, are you crazy? Are you a wakili? What does it mean? Are you well represented? Do you get benefits? What kind of benefits are you getting? Maybe we can start from that point. Do you think the mind shift is progressing, right? Are people getting into acting more as we try to professionalize this space?
Well, yes. I mean, I bet every actor in the industry, most of us, when you asked where did you start, did your parents support you? Most of them will say, not really. They asked, well, that's a hobby. Where are you going to lean on in terms of career? So most of our parents didn't look at it as a career space, and they were sadly right. There were no structures in place to set up a career from it. There were a lot of self-independency in the industry where you have to know better, do better, and you're learning as you go. But what has happened over the years, information has been very much available for actors here. You can better yourself. You can hear conversations like this and see how other actors maneuvered in the industry. And there was more professionalization of the industry because of the conversations again. We now understand where we are as an entertainment industry in Kenya. Where are we looking to grow? We have investors coming in. Netflix is in. Showmax is in. We have Zuku. There was a time they were doing very amazing shows. Star Times. These are people who came to invest in an industry. And with that kind of investment, it forced the industry to professionalize. You had to have the right headshots. You have to have the right CV. You have to know how to communicate. The contracts now had to be looked at rather more vigorously because of the different platforms that your talent is being showcased in. So with this, it forced us to start looking at the acting industry as a profession, one, and putting up steps to professionalize the industry to make it better for upcoming actors.
That is beautiful. And I want to touch on one of the few things you've said. Our parents were sadly right. The structures are coming in. One of them being the Kenya Actors Guild.
Yeah.
But you've told us it's an association that represents the welfare. We are talking welfare. We are talking, are you okay? Are you fine? Did you eat? We are talking, let's look at your contracts. This is binding. This is not. Maybe now take us into the nitty gritties of what an upcoming actor is expected to do, what they need to understand, and what the Kenya Actors Guild will do for them.
Okay. First of all, I would say for that, join the Kenya Actors Guild if you're an actor. If you're serious about your career, be under an umbrella, be under an association so that you're not maneuvering the industry alone, first of all. What we do as the Kenya Actors Guild, just as you said, the first thing we do is we orient you. We bring you up to date with what is happening in the industry. Who are the movers and shakers in the industry? We look at building your capacity as an actor, not just in terms of having the latest headshots, but the know-hows of the industry, the key words you need to look at when you're looking at your contract, how to negotiate better as an actor. And we do this because we have our own set of lawyers in the guild. So when you're coming in, we've got you, you know. We check out, yes, you finished acting this role. Are you paid on time? One, the money that you're getting it, how are you reinvesting it back to your talent? That's where the welfare comes in. And we see a lot of actors, you know, famous actors coming on social media saying, you guys, I was there at the top of the world, but I was not earning anything. Look at me, I'm just hustling just as you. And I'm begging you, come help me with A, B, C, D. I'm struggling in life. And Kenyans, as good as they are, they will always come through for you. But as actors, we also come through for ourselves. Most of us, it is not publicized there. No, it's not. But when you enter the Kenya Actors Guild group, whenever you say you have a problem and you need actors to come through, we have our own Esther Kahuha, is the committee lead of the welfare. She has her own subcommittee, and they come together and they say, we have this actor, they are going through this, they have not been paid on time, the rent is due, how can we help? As actors, we changa here, and now we're trying to make this more formal. We are introducing the Friends of Kenya Actors Guild, the Friends of KAG, and this is a welfare, formalizing the welfare group now. So that way we can get to know, why should Lean get more help more than Dorcas? I mean, you know, we have to put it out there. So this, what the welfare team in the Kenya Actors Guild, what they've done, especially for upcoming actors that they need to know, is when you need help, you have someone to go to. Zamani, you would call your mentor. Yes. But now there's a whole body set. They're there to help you navigate this. You've received your contract. You're not so sure what it is saying. Most of us don't know when we're signing it. Yeah. We're signing it. Bring it to the guild. Let us look at it. Let's represent you. When you go in there, you're going as an actor, but when you have a guild behind you, we're looking at you more of a performer. You know, we want to know, what are your rights as a performer within this contract? What can you be able to ask for? What can you be able to negotiate for? And to add it on top of that, it used to look like producers are against the guild, or producers don't want to be a part of strengthening actors. That's not true. We are actually planning a whole breakfast table with the producers because they want us to have that conversation. They also care about the actors that they're bringing on set, their welfare. I mean, this actor is coming in looking like they didn't sleep well last night, and the camera picks everything. So of course now producers are being concerned about their, more or less, their employees. You know, when they're bringing them on board, they want to know, how can we make this actor be the best they can on our set? What are the what roles do I play as a producer in all this? Yeah.
And I love the fact that you have also mentioned that back in the day, you'll see somebody on the screen and you will expect that they are earning some good amount of money just because they are on the screen, just because they are acting. And now with the guild, now it takes care of all of that. And also now, when it comes to shifting the mindsets of parents, I understand right now a lot of young people have been enrolled KG. Maybe if you could get, the number of young people who are now under KG. And as you have said, it is now taking many roles of an actor so that they cannot go there and start negotiating all these things for themselves. Do they also look for a manager for the actor or the actress, or now it acts as a managerial board for this particular actor?
Oh, that's a very good question. Thank you for that. So, two things. Yes, Kenya Actors Guild more or less right now is taking that role, but in future as the industry grows, we're gonna pop up. A lot of managers are gonna pop up here, and what we want to do as the guild is we want to be able to vet them first and guide them through the rules of engagement with our talent. You know, what does it mean when you have an actor, a Kenya Actors Guild actor under you? But for now, since we are embracing that new change, we are taking that role as of now. You asked how many actors are on the guild right now. So I have to mention that the guild stalled. First, it was registered in 2018, and most people don't know Lupita Nyong'o was amongst the people who registered the Kenya Actors Guild. Yeah, so the big actors who had big vision, and very big shoes to kind of fill now that we are now a body now. So it stalled all the way 2012. It was registered with the Societies Act. And then there was a bit of stalling in between. And 2022, we picked up. The Kenya actors came and they said, no, we need the guild to stand up. And this was spearheaded by our chair, Peter Kawa, did an amazing job in bringing the actors together. And we were like, yo, guys, let's vote in a new body. And that's what happened. That's how we found ourselves in this position. The actors voted us in because they believe that we have something to help them in their careers. And so far, there is, when you go to our Kenya Actors Guild page, there is a form. We keep on recruiting. We're still recruiting up to date because we've not yet covered all the actors we want. So far, I think we have 300 who are being vetted. And it's rising. Whenever we send out the form and the actors find it, they're interested because they want to identify as an actor. It shows professionalism, by the way, when you're a member of an association. Every employee, the boda people have it. There are people who are in teachers, they have it. Why not performers? Why not actors? So there are also there was that need of having an umbrella. So we are very happy of how enthusiastic the young actors are right now. And even us internally, we are looking at expanding ourselves. Right now we're just representing screen actors. But we have stage actors as well. We have voice actors as well. We have puppeteers. We are trying to review our own constitution internally and kind of expand so that we can represent any performer in Kenya. We would love them to come under the guild. So we are growing. We're also learning as we go. We are doing training here and there as we go as well. Happy Kenya Film Commission is backing us up. Happy the Ministry of, is it Youth and Sports? Just the other day we had gone to visit them and they embraced us and capacity building as well as leaders. They are looking at to train us in that as well. So we are growing, and as an actor, grow with us. Okay. There's power in numbers, and we need you so that we can be able to push your rights, to push this conversation forwards to the right people. But it can't happen without you as an actor.
Very interesting. There are a few things I've noted. You said Friends of KAG.
Yes.
This is Friends from Africa for Africa podcast, so you get it.
Yes.
These are Friends for Africa who are building structures to make sure that we are doing well. Acting is a decent job, not forgetting that they are chipping into the economic growth. Now, one of the few things, and I know my friend has a very interesting question, and I'm going to come back. One of the few things I would want to understand and maybe take us through is how KAG is answering to the economic growth. How is acting building the creative economy? We are hearing buzzwords out here, guys. We do not even understand them. What is the creative economy, and how are we as actors, film people, people in television answering to it?
Yes. So the creative economy, how I understand it, is very broad. It covers athletes, musicians, actors, just anyone who is in the creative space. They're coming under, there's a way we are participating or we are adding into the economy. I remember, I don't have the figure in mind, but they said we are a 2 billion economy. I'm not sure, but I had the word billion and I was there, where we are a billion economy.
Yeah.
Yes, I truly believe that all creatives, we are the ones bringing in the advertising here in Kenya. We are marketers in a way of Kenyans. When someone sees our shows in like the Real Housewives of Nairobi is very famous in South Africa.
Oh, wow.
So we are representing Kenyans out there. So the creative economy is looking at bringing us all together so that we can synchronize and move forward together under one, is it strategy? Let me just say, we're putting a strategy in the creative economy, rather structure on it. So how the Kenya Actors Guild fills in there, like I said, it's not just targeting actors, but it's targeting performers in general. Anyone who shows their face on TV. We have the young ones coming in with the TikTok and Facebook creatives that are on social media. We're also looking to bring them all together. So this way, whenever the the PSs of our respective industry want to talk to the actors, they have a place they can go to, and we know Kenya Actors Guild can reach out to 10,000 actors to you. Is there a policy that you want reviewed by actors? Oh, wait, Kenya Actors Guild has a whole roster of performers who you can be able to reach. You can use us as a mouthpiece to talk about it.
To talk about it. I love that because it's very interesting that you mentioned that people know if I target or come to KAG, I have 10,000, I can see 10,000 actors. So we can be able to calculate that if all these people are being fed, this is how it goes back and this is the cycle of the economy. I love that you say that and you're offering a database generally.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. You had a question?
I think mine majorly is, or now that you have mentioned the aspect of maybe the young people majorly are the ones who are now in this are registered. Is there collaboration with maybe the veterans in the industry when it comes to collaborating? Because now with young people alone, there you will need maybe somebody else to come and cover you. The ones that are still in the acting industry, do you have veterans also part of the KG?
Yes, we do. We do. And Friends of KAG was an idea of a veteran, actually. They are actually still not in the acting industry. They've maybe branched out there, but they're like, yo, me, I can spare 5,000 a month and kind of share to the guilds to kind of move it forward. And this is what we do. We are putting them to work now. We are going to start brand ambassadorship where we're going to have the veterans come in and share. We're going to put more of the spaces where we can have conversation with our veterans. We have them in the guild happily. We have the John Sibio Kumu. We have what's his name? Forgot it, but yes, we have a pool of veterans who are in the guild WhatsApp group, who are part of the guild, and what they do, even to us ourselves, it's kind of a guide. This is where the industry was before, and this is where you guys are. This is how we can help push forward. So we put them in spaces where they can share their nuggets. Right now, we want them to be kind of our faces, because if you can have Mama Kaye joining, I know right now she's I think she's in the UK receiving an award. If I'm not, yes, I know she's in the UK receiving an award. If we can have them join us, there is again, we're going to put them to work. We're going to have them fly the flag up. We have Ken Ambani, who is also part of the guild, and these are people who are doing great things, not just within the acting industry, but outside the acting industry.
We also have very young, we have children who are also have this urge, this passion of acting. We have parents who are now registering their children to this guild also. It's very important to know if you have children because you've seen also children acting. So do you also have parents who have registered their kids?
It's funny you say that. Just is it yesterday in the committee group? One of our committee members was like, "Hi, we have a parent who would like to join the Kenya Actors Guild. How do we go?" And we're like, "Send them the form. In the form, it is very detailed. You say what age are you? If you're under 18, your guardian will put in the details for you. But yes, we welcome all actors without discriminating age, no discrimination whatsoever at all. In fact, we are open to bring them all. If you are an actor, if you've ever performed in a show, we have the minimal criteria for you to be able to join the guild. The fee of joining the guild is 1,000 bob, and since it's a membership association, we have a membership fee every year that you have to pay. But for now, as we are restructuring it, 1,000 bob is all you need to join in the guild. And some of the requirements you need is, first of all, be a person above the age of 18 years, or in any case of a minor, then the guardian can be able to join in their behalf. And you must be a screen actor in Kenya. You must have an actor's profile, and any person who has completed at least 3 working days as a background actor, and you must agree to follow the Kenya Actors Guild Constitution. Those are just the basic requirements that you need. After that, when you pay your 1,000 fee and you filled in our membership request form, the committee, we sit down, we vet the people who have submitted themselves for the guild. We check on the list requirements. Have they at least had 3 days maybe as background actors? We check, do they have an actor's profile? We kind of screen them for this particular stuff, and then you're issued your ID, Kenya Actors Guild ID, and then your constitution, that's the handbook. And yes, you're now a member of the Kenya Actors Guild,
All right.
regardless of age.
Regardless of age. So
Yes.
if you have 3 days at least working as a tree or acted as a tree somewhere or something, I know for sure we make the joke that I once acted as a mganga somewhere. So at least have a background in acting. 3 days as a background
Yes,
actor.
an actor's profile. This means that you have performed as an actor. There's a show somewhere you did that qualifies you as a main actor, as a supporting. So now as background actors, that's where you say at least 3 days.
All right.
Yeah.
That also takes me back to something that you had mentioned about bringing other creatives on board. So, but for now, you are strictly on the only the screen.
Yes.
Okay. So for other creatives, maybe that's a future thing. So if you are a TikTok actor, not qualified, not qualified, that one is very soon because you will bring other creatives also on board. Okay, fantastic.
All right. I really love the conversation so far, guys. And a few nuggets we are getting that one, acting is a decent job. That is one of the main stereotypes that we want to break today. And that you can actually get represented. You have a body that is willing to give you legal aid. If it's a question of what my contracts look like. Do I understand? Am I legally binding myself to something that I do not know? The Kenya Actors Guild is giving you an opportunity to not work as an independent actor, to get lost in the sea, to wander in the deep seas. You can wander with a group of people. And that is the Kenya Actors Guild. I'm super excited, one, for your future, because you've referenced them in one way or the other. What does the future look like for KAG? I am so excited to see the veterans put to work. Mama Kayai, we are here for you. We are excited to see the veterans come back to work. We are excited to see that the veterans won't go unnoticed after a long period of time. Like people we used to watch, and all of a sudden we don't hear about them. All of a sudden we do not know where they went to. But the Actors Guild is bringing them back. I'm excited. As a new person, are the veterans offering trainings? Am I gonna get schooled by the best when I join KAG as a young person?
So, yes, one of our key pillars in the Kenya Actors Guild is capacity building. And we have this master classes that we offer. We are making them a monthly thing where we always have training happening in the industry. And so far, we've done when we restructured, yeah, we were big on social media. Now we want to call our actors coming in, and we asked them, what are your top concerns as an actor? And contract was number one. It was hitting it. So we realized, oh, our actors are not very confident with the contracts when they are signing their contract. How can we help them? So we set out a 3-day masterclass on contracts, and here they learned what are the big things you need to check out on your contracts. First of all, how does a contract look? What does a contract entail? These big names that you're seeing in the contract, what do they mean? We even, in our masterclass on our final day, it was a 3-day masterclass. On our final day, we had Millicent Ogutu, who is also an actor and a member of the Kenya Actors Guild and a lawyer as well. And she helped us create a contract as a performer. Sometimes you have a friend who is doing a short film. To them, they just want to bring the script to life. They have not really thought about all the other nuances that come in within. And you, as an actor, you want to protect yourself. So how do you come up with a contract yourself then to protect yourself in this? So we are putting master classes. We've done for law and making sure you know your contracts and what not. We are coming one with headshots. We keep on saying an actor needs an headshot. What does a headshot look like? That picture that someone took of you pale town, does that qualify as a headshot? So we're trying to bring actors to kind of be on the know, the requirements you need to thrive as an actor. And our capacity building committee lead is heavy on this. I know she has a whole calendar of events that are lined up to come. And you can be assured, as an actor who is looking to join the guild, that we have you in mind, we have your concerns in mind, and we are working to ensure that we have met these concerns. We will train you, we will keep the conversation going. We will introduce you to places, because right now we are going, like I said, we are planning the round table for producers. We're open to look how can we collaborate as actors. How can I be a part of the film, not just offering my acting expertise? What if I want to invest in the film as well? How does that look like? We're trying to see how we can open up that window in the acting industries, where an actor like Hollywood, you can see executive producer and the main lead is there. Their name is popping there. How can we also do that here in Kenya? So capacity building is heavy, heavy, heavy on our plate. We don't think our actors don't have this information. They do. It's just that now we are giving it from a body, a trusted body, a registered body by the government. This information, you can find them scattered. If you're really looking for them, you can find them. But now we are trying to put it in a, yeah, in a body, you can find it.
You have mentioned the aspect of capacity building. There are trainings that are done, and now and the masterclass that you have just mentioned. And maybe my question is on how does this information get to those people who are not really privy to this kind of information, maybe online, maybe people in mashinani, do you have like rounds that you make to different places, like can maybe say go to Nakuru, do something, just make sure that KG maybe is known on those areas. Do you have like any events that you people do, seminars, whatever you want to call them, trainings, that so that this information can also get to those people who are not privileged or don't have privy to this kind of information?
So for ensuring that all actors, not just the ones who are in Nairobi, we are talking all counties in Kenya, that is the recruitment. That is the recruitment committee lead, Kevin. And let me tell you, we just concluded the Kenya Drama and Music Festival, and you should have seen how Kevin, first of all, let me say, we are a volunteer based committee. So everything that we're doing, we're fishing from the pocket. So Kevin was really, yeah, he had this whole idea to just have the Kenya Actors Guild put a booth at the Kenya Drama and Music Festival, and there we can be able to talk about the upcoming actors. And the recruitment team again have his own subcommittee, and they are scattered in Kenya. We have a representative who is in Mombasa, Kisumu, Eldoret, and what now we are trying to do, we're just 6 months, 8 months old, I think, now, since the new body took shape. Um, and the talks are there. And how we have started on it is that in the subcommittees that we form, we don't just form subcommittees with actors who are in Kenya. The subcommittees are scattered in the different counties, and we use them as mouthpiece. So let's say in the local theater, let's say little clubs in Mombasa, there's a play that is happening. Wakio had a one-woman play that traveled in different counties, and she kept on saying, guys, Kenya Actors Guild can have a booth here. And not just her as the secretary of the guild, you'll be surprised, a lot of performers who are willing to tell us, hi, I'm going to Kisumu. Do you guys want to tag along and put up a booth here and we talk about this? So yes, this is in recruitment, but we know it has been very centered in Nairobi, but that's not it moving forward.
Okay. I love the fact that you said during drama festivals, you people have your booth. Back in the days, we used to be told drama people are not really serious in school. I was in drama, I was in music, and we were told we are not serious because we are really traveling. But hey, now you see, even when we are still in high school, you can still join because it's something like a talent search, or. So when there's a booth, so even kids can still.
Approach the booth.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a drama kid, I'm very proud.
As
I'm
a
very
drama
proud.
kid. Yes.
I'm also a drama kid. I mean, I will let me remove this. Most people say the high school drama club didn't teach you much, but to say karibuni wenzangu. No,
Honestly.
it taught you how to speak in front of a crowd. It taught you how to be able to articulate yourself. Those karibuni, it's your voice classes
it's a
or
voice,
some sort.
yeah.
You have to learn how to do that. The drama club in high schools, especially, I would say embrace them. These are the young performers who you're gonna see out here, and not even if you don't even have an interest in being an actor one day, the knowledge you're gonna get from that just drama club that you did, oh, it's gonna help you. Yeah, maybe even to add on how some of the what are they called? There's a word, misconceptions. Some of the misconceptions we have in the industry are very interesting. That acting is where you go when everything else in life has failed. Yeah? Niko na mtoto wangu amemaliza high school, anaweza aje kuwa
Tumrushe
actor.
po
Acha
act
tumrute.
kidogo.
Ooh, you'll be shocked. A lot of actors are actually very well educated. Brenda Wairimu, I think, is an A student. I don't know what she studied. I know Sarah Hassan, is she an engineer by profession?
Fantastic.
Guys,
I think she's an architect or
yes,
something.
I did PR and marketing. I'm here as an actor. We double up. This is where you meet someone interestingly, and they're like, "You're an actor." You know, me, I acted in high school, and I wanted to act. Yeah, I wanted. Yes, we went to school, studied different things, but we had a calling. We know how to express emotions, and we want to use that talent to be able to voice the different things that are happening in the industry. Tunasemaga wasanii ni kioo cha jamii. That was our calling. Apart from what we did professionally, our calling is to kind of shed the light on what's happening in the society, and the best way I can do it is as an actor. So let's stop thinking that acting is where you go when everything has failed in life. Actually, acting is where you go to streamline everything you've learned in life and express it better.
So even if mom or dad said you go do law, you go do medicine and all that, you can still come back and be an actor if you had the passion and do it professionally now.
Now, we are almost wrapping up this conversation, and one of the few challenges we've had over the years is parents not viewing this as decent job, with us generally not seeing it as part of economy or in a way that it can contribute to the economy. Now, we need to know, have the challenges improved? Are we viewing acting differently? One, has that improved? Two, what challenges are you facing as you try to recruit people, as you try to professionalize acting?
Thank you for that. Um, First of all, I am also a product of my parents not believing that acting is a decent job. When I started acting, my father was hell bent. No, 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 no. But with time, I showed him that this is a career. I was moving from one show to another, and he could see I'm earning money. I'm using the money to reinvest in my school. So, one, acting is a decent career, actually. And it's the one space where you more or less know the outcome as you go in. There's a script already. You already know this is the final product. This is how it looks like. So now we are humanizing it now. You're giving the characters faces and voices. It's the one space where you can see in your head, you can be able to view the final product before you join in. Some of the challenges were that parents were not encouraging kids to join the acting fraternity, but that has changed because there are many schools upcoming that are training actors. Now you'll find parents now investing and be like, go to school, Basi, go study it. Then, if that's what you want to do, there are schools upcoming that have really helped remove the stigma around acting. We have KU; they're offering the theater arts and I think drama and music as well, and filmography. Is it? Classes. Yes. We have Nairobi Performing Arts School. We have, I know, there's one, Stories from Africa, if I'm not wrong. We have a lot of schools coming up, and these schools are from trying to remove the stigma that the entertainment industry is not a place to grow in. Also, the opportunities that social media have brought up. You no longer have to be on TV in order for you to exercise your acting talent. You can do a short skit and throw it on TikTok, and your fans will be like, yo, I like this. With social media, it has enabled us to kind of narrow in or broaden the whole aspect of how you can use your talent to grow. So you're no longer depending on being on the next big TV show or the next big movie. Go post something on TikTok. Go on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, you will find an array of Kenyan shows. I mean, good and the bad and the in between, but there's something for everyone on YouTube.
Yes.
If you're more of the slapstick comedy, oh, you will find them. You'll find them. If you're more into the serious, you want to watch a big production from Showmax, Netflix, it is there. So the challenges have reduced because of the diversification of the industry. We are not no longer just depending on one platform. Now, we are all over the place. So that one has really helped. And the other challenge that has been in there is what we are trying to deal with as the Kenya Actors Guild is putting the numbers. It's when we have data makes us strong because now we know how many actors are there actually. What are the different platforms they're in? How can we find them? So we're trying to create a database of actors. We want to know how many actors do we have in Mombasa, Kisumu, Nairobi, Eldoret. How many are they? And with this, it's coming with policies. We're creating we're in conversations where we're creating policies to enable an actor. I'll be so happy. I don't know if it will happen in our tenure, but I know it's a vision in the Kenya Actors Guild. And this is to have a minimum wage for actors. How much is low? Once we have a minimal space, and this is some of the things we're going to discuss in the producers roundtable, breakfast table. We want them to tell us, okay, these are our budgets, this is how they normally look. Then let's have a minimum threshold. Don't call someone for 500 bob. Let 2,500 be the minimum maybe you can pay someone as a background actor. So once we have the data of how many actors we have in the industry and we have a minimum wage setup for actors, the stigma will go away. Now people will look at it as a career to walk into.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful progress right there.
Thank you so much for mentioning the aspect of policies. I won't dig deeper into it, but if you've been in the entertainment in the film industry, policies are very important. We have sometimes you really don't want to take a certain role, but you're forced to take a certain role, So with KAG, at least it protects that. You are forced to take a certain role. You don't want to take it and you're forced to take a certain amount of money, but because you don't have any other option and you have passion in acting, you end up taking that, And also as we started, you mentioned something on Netflix, on Showmax coming up. So I know most young people want to join Netflix. I want to be an actor I want to appear in Netflix. I want to appear in Showmax. But now it's very important to have a structure. We can't just go on Netflix without, really a structure. You can't. What you're trying also to say is you can't appear in any film if you really don't have a structure. That is the high-end films that maybe will appear now on Netflix and all that. So you really need a clear structure to have that. And now KAG offers that. When you talk about a profile, when you talk about an actor's profile, you need to have an actor's profile. Maybe you can take us through that profile, what you really entail, because that KG does not provide for you that. You need it so that you can join it. How does an actor's profile look like apart from the name and just the short description?
So an actor's profile is more or less your CV. When you have a CV, you've said, I did 2 months internship here. I did 1 week. I helped organize this event here. That is an actor's profile. What have you done in the capacity of an actor? Was it a YouTube show? Where is the link? Can we watch it? Is it a TV show? Which TV show? We can go check out the credits. But actually, what are your credits as an actor? Where have you been? Where can we get credit where you're credited? Riziki Ambrose, actor, who performed this particular role. That is what we mean when we say an actor's profile. So again, you don't need to have been in the biggest TV shows for you to have an acting profile. It is just as easy as doing a show on YouTube that you did where you were given a script and you performed a role. That is an acting profile. You can come with that with a link, you show us where it is, and we will consider that. Again, I said we are expanding. We want to also involve the TikToks, the social media performers and actors that we have there. So it's an in-house thing. We are trying to see how from our constitution we can expand to have every single other performer. But for now, if you have an acting credit and we can be able to follow it up with a link to the show or anything, you have your acting profile.
Okay. This is amazing, guys. I do not know if you're getting the nuggets and if you're getting the information that you need. I am personally registering tonight. It's an assignment because it's just 1,000 bob. I'm in an actor's profile. If you need to go back to our YouTube channel again and also watch a few of us, and you see we actually have an actor's profile. So apart from that, we've talked about the challenges. We've talked about, and all this is we're still expanding. We still need support. We still need people on board. Who are you calling upon to support the KAG? Are you collaborating with us, the media? We are here.
Definitely. At this point, because we are now just restructuring, yeah? 2022 is when we decided to wake up again. We need help from come one, come all kind of place. But from policymakers, we are talking about our PS. And again, he called us in. We had a conversation with him, and it's great to sit somewhere and when you hear him talk, you can tell that he is thinking about the acting industry in general. We have the creative economy that is happening with collaboration with the US, if I'm not wrong. They're the people who we are calling into Baraza Lab Media. We hear you. Thank you for always holding our hands. They in a way they are showing up for us. Of course, actors, we can't do this without you. We need you. We need you. There's power in numbers. Come one, come all, join in. Friends of KAG, you are there, you enjoyed that show and you're wondering where this actor is. They are there. You can be able to chip in 100, 200 on the Friends of the Kenya Actors Guild. It will help. For now, it's a volunteer-based committee. We are not being paid at all. In fact, most of the time we chip in from our pockets. But if we can get sponsorship in maybe research, sponsorship in our events to ensure that we have the Kenya Actors Guild banner there and we can have a spot where you can come talk to us more in the different events. We will highly appreciate it. And a talk even, just inviting us in spaces where we can talk more about what we do is also in kind and in money. This is also a way of helping keep the conversation going with the actors. It's also in a way helping us grow. So keep the conversation going is how you can help us grow. Do you have an idea that you can collaborate with the Kenya Actors Guild? Please hit us up. We have our IG pages at the Kenya Actors Guild. We have a website coming soon. We're working on that. It's a place where you can be able to talk to us as well. And most of our leaders are very open. We have Peter Kawa as our chair. On IG, DM him. I want to join the guild. How do I do this? We have Wakiom Zenge as our secretary. We have Martin Githinji as our treasurer. We have Esther Kahua as our welfare. I, Riziki Ambrose, doing the committee, PR and marketing. We have Kevin on top of recruitment. We have William on top of legal and Nice with recruitment. So all these people I've mentioned, they're on social media. You can find them, DM them if you don't know how to reach Kenya Actors Guild directly. But again, Kenya Actors Guild is who we are on our social media pages. DM us a collaboration, how you can keep the conversation going. We have our own podcast coming out.
Woohoo!
It's called Behind the Spotlight. We are still on the works on it, and it's also the same to keep the conversation going. Here we will now host the veterans. Here
All
we
right.
have a segment for them, new upcoming actors, kind of keep the conversation going in the acting industry. So we have this and more coming in, and you can join us simply by following us on social media, DMing us about that idea that you have. Maybe you are someone who is well versed in negotiation. You want to hold a masterclass. Please come share your expertise with us as actors. We'd love it. So you can share your knowledge. You can share in kind. You can share money. You can share a platform for us in any way. We will appreciate it as we are growing.
All right. This is interesting, guys. Hashtag Sirini numbers. Hashtag Sirini numbers. Lovely conversation right here. This is how you can join. Keep the conversation going. And not forgetting, we are answering to a bigger global call. We're talking about decent work, economic growth. We need to see young people employed in various and many sectors, acting becoming one of the biggest sectors in Kenya. I do not know what you're doing, but you better register now. I'm on it. Dorcas is on it. We are all on it. Are you on it? is the biggest question we're leaving you with. Maybe one clarion call to everyone.
My call to everyone would be specifically to actors, parents of actors. Let's come together. Like Lynn has said, there's power in numbers. Siri, numbers. Come join us. Whether you're coming to join to be part as a member of a Kenya Actors Guild, or you'd love to share your expertise, reach us out at the Kenya Actors Guild. That's on our social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach us there, and let's keep the conversation going. But if you're watching this and you're a performer and you have an actor's profile, why haven't you joined the guild? What's stopping you? I'd love to see in the comment section. I want to be an actor. I will come, I will check, I will respond.
Yes.
And I will tell you how you can join in the steps and the steps to do it as well.
A big shout out and thank you to Peter Kawa. He gave us the number and we were like, you know what, we are not sitting on this information. A big shout out to him. I know he's representing us somewhere.
As we are doing this podcast, Peter Kawa, our chairman, is in South Africa for the Nollywood/South Africa Actors Roundtable. And what is being discussed there is very important for an actor. Royalties. That's where you earn more money as an actor. By every time they air your show, you are supposed to be paid. Are you being paid? Why are you not being paid? And how is that happening? How can we improve that? Because that's how you bank. That's your future bank as a performer. We have actors in Hollywood who stopped acting years ago, but up to now they're still receiving checks for some show they did maybe in 2000. So how can we replicate that here in Kenya? And that's the conversation that Peter Kawa has going to be part of. We can't wait for him to come back and share the nuggets that he's learned there.
Yes.
He's sharing small ones on social media.
Yeah.
But soon enough, he'll come here and we'll have things to actualize practically. What can we do here in Kenya to bring our actors to start earning money on royalties?
Yeah.
So yes.
But that is very good to know. Now, most people, you want to join the acting industry because now with KAG, we have all our royalties are being protected at the end of the day now. It will be protected. And that's it from Riziki Ambrose, the marketing and PR lead for Kenya Actors Guild. That is KAG. So if you want to join and be a part of KAG, she just said you need a good profile as an actor. And also, I think the age limit is 18, but also if you're a child, your parent can do that for you, right? I think that's just a fantastic conversation of the day. I don't know, Lynn, what you have to say before we just wrap up the whole thing.
I am about to be a fully fledged actor. Mom and dad, I'm sorry. I am dropping low. I'm dropping every other thing. I am an actor full time. And I'm so excited that this is the kind of information we are building this other generation with, that acting is a decent job. Come on board. If you are someone in the arts, it is a decent job.
The fact that we have a lot of nowadays most creatives are there. We have a lot of creatives right now. We have those people who had the passion and the urge to be actors and actresses, but they never got the opportunity to be just because it was deemed. But right now with KAG, I'm telling you, you want to be an actor.
Yes.
You better be an actor for sure, or an actress. And that's it from me, Dorcas Omole. This is Friends from Africa for Africa Podcast. And yes, remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Remember to like, remember to comment, and remember to share this video.
Yes, and I'm Lino Buoge.